you're gonna make a video, Will? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Went to a supermarket the other day, you know how it is, put the food on the table, buy the groceries for the family. I was buying chocolate for myself, I'm sorry. Finished picking the groceries I was gonna buy and walked myself to, you know, the checkout area. I know where I stand in the checkout. It's a pretty common thing. Go to the supermarket, go to the checkout, you know how it works. Found myself in the less than 10 item section. I checked, had less than 10 items. That's always pretty stressful, isn't it? When you go to the less than 10 item section in the supermarket, checkout, and you think, oh crap, have I actually got less than 10 items? If you had 11 items, would they stop you from using the thing? Because really, you could go to the supermarket and buy 10 lawnmowers, or you could buy 10 Hobnobs, and you'd still be using the same checkout. I mean, I don't really know what supermarkets sell lawnmowers, but then again, I don't know the kind of person who'd go to a supermarket and just buy 10 Hobnobs, so you know, the world's a crazy place. I know where I stand in the checkout, there's not much that can go wrong. Stand in the queue, perfectly fine. Go up, pay for the items, maybe a bit shaky, leave. The people at this supermarket wasn't going to make it that easy for me. Some woman who works for the establishment struts herself over. She knows she's got some kind of weird social experiment going on here, and she says, would someone like to come over and use the other free till? This sounds like a nice gesture from her. It wasn't. She singled me out and it struck panic across my face. She could have picked the man behind me or the woman in front of me, but no, she picked me. Not only did she pick me, here's the best bit. She goes, you buy any cigarettes? Why this is necessary to if I can use the other till or not is totally beyond me. And why I'd be buying cigarettes when I'm I was 15 at the time is totally beyond me as well. Either way, this woman's a fucking idiot, or she just fucking hates me, or both. Probably both. There's not really much I can say to this. I can't really say, no, I don't want to use the other till, thanks, I'll just stay here. Then I look like an idiot. Like I haven't accepted the gift that's been given to me. But this kind of thing scares me. I'm taking out my comfort zone, taken to a checkout I'm not used to. Who knows what could go on? It's in my best interest to keep myself alive. And I felt like I was jeopardising my own life by going to that other checkout. Unsurprisingly to the rest of you, I went to the other checkout, and to be fair, it went pretty smoothly. Paid for my items. I had quite a fun time. I'll come out and say it. I had a fun time at the other checkout. Right to the point where I got to whether I want a bag or not. The woman said, would you like a bag with that? I said no. She kind of looked at me confused and went, is that a yes or a no? Oh, I don't know. Seeing as the fact I said no, I think I mean no. What part of no do you not understand? There's not some kind of hidden meaning. There's not some kind of connotations of the word no. It means no. If I'd said yes, then feel free to give me a bag, but I said no. She looks me up and down, kind of confused, as if I've given her like the wrong answer or something. And she went, oh, I'll give you a bag anyway then. Oh, will you? Thank you for the free bag. Didn't realise this was some kind of fucking self-help class where you're giving me life lessons whether I need a bag or not. The annoying, horrible thing about the situation was as well, I actually did want a bag, but I'd panicked and said no. So now I'm starting to think this woman has some kind of weird Jedi mind tricks, because she knew what I wanted, despite the fact I said no. It made a big point about the fact I said no. I mean, I don't really know where I'm going with this, to be honest. Here's the ending of the story. Like a week later, I went to a different supermarket. Went to the self-checkout. This one had a self-checkout. I like the self-checkout. Kind of gives me a challenge. Because you would have thought the self-checkout would just be a simpler way of checking out. It's fucking not. It's confusing as fuck because it never goes right. It's like a vending machine. You put the money in, it never works. It's one of those things. Surprise, surprise, self-checkout didn't work. Woman kind of struts over. She knows there's a problem, but she's in no rush to try and help me. Struts over and goes, oh, this happens a lot. Yep. I can tell. Didn't really do anything official, staff-wise. She literally just kind of re-scans it all for me. I could have done that myself. It then got to the point of the self-checkout where it's like, how many bags would you want? She kind of looked at me up and down once again, the same kind of look the woman at the other supermarket did, and just pressed no bags. I wanted a fucking bag. You didn't even give me the option. I had to walk home with a fucking lasagna in my hand without a bag. I was surprised I didn't get the nickname Lasagna Boy or something stupid walking down the street. I didn't know people didn't throw lasagna at me as I walked home and rotten through. I don't know how I cope sometimes.